Good afternoon, everyone, and online participants. Thank you for your time to join us for today's session. My name is Diana, and I will be your moderator for today's research talk titled Building Bridges in Research, the Role of Networking in Academic Success. We are thrilled to have a distinguished speaker with us today, Associate Prof. Technologist Dr. Nur Aisyah Hasan, Senior Lecturer at Institut Kepimpinan dan Pembangunan ILD, Faculty of Applied Science, UiTM Cawangan Negeri Sembilan. Dr. Nur Aisyah will be sharing valuable insights on how networking plays a crucial role in academic success. Before we begin, just a quick reminder, if you're joining us online via Google Meet, please keep your microphone muted unless speaking. Okay, the attendance link will be given in the chat box for online participants and QR code for physical attendees. Both will be shared at the end of the session. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat box. We'll get to them during the Q&A session. Okay. Now, without further ado, I'd like to invite Director of Immb, Associate Professor Dr. Wang Sutmoy to introduce our speaker. Dr. Wang, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Diana. It's our great pleasure to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Nur Aisyah Hasan, a leading expert in the field of biotechnology, as our speaker today. Currently serving at the Faculty of Applied Sciences and at the Institute of Leadership and Development at University Technology Mara, Dr. Nur Aisyah brings a wealth of knowledge and experience that has significantly influenced her field. She holds a PhD in molecular biology and genetic engineering from University Putra Malaysia, complemented by multiple master degrees, including a specialization in biotechnology from University Malaya and a focus on food science from the University of Barcelona. Since joining UiTM in July 2010, Dr. Nur Aisyah has dedicated herself to advancing agricultural biotechnology with a particular emphasis on enhancing crop resilience and sustainability. Her remarkable research portfolio includes projects aimed at the development of climate-resilient rice varieties and the molecular profiling of plant traits related to disease resistance. She has authored numerous impactful publications contributing crucial insights to the scientific community on topics ranging from nanoparticle applications to genetic diversity in crops. In addition to her research excellence, Dr. Nur Aisyah is committed to mentoring the next generation of scientists, serving as a main and co-supervisors for several master and PhD candidates. Her recognized expertise in biotech has led her to serve as an external advisor on various panels related to agricultural development. Today, we are thrilled to have her with us. Dr. Aisyah, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Prof. Madya Dr. Wang, for the kind of introduction. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to share my research experience. Okay, I chose this topic, building bridge in research, the role of networking and academic success, because I do believe that the role of networking has a positively significant impact in my research journey and my career development. Okay. Okay. So first of all, let me brief a little bit on my research journey. So currently, like Prof. Wang mentioned, I'm a lecturer in the Faculty of Applied Science. I'm a lecturer in biology. Um, I have a qualification in Bachelor in Biotechnology from University Science Malaysia. Then after that, I further my study in University Malaya in Biotechnology. And then after obtain Master in Biotechnology from University Malaya, I want to pursue my PhD. And I apply the scholarship from the Embassy of Spain. But they didn't recognize my 3-year degree program. And they offered me the master program. So after discussing with my family and my wish list at that time, I want to study overseas. So I decided to take this opportunity and did my second master. Okay, so second master in food science in Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona, and then
the Embassy of Spain sponsor all the studies. And after coming back from Barcelona, I apply a job in UiTM, which is my first position in lecturer at Faculty of Applied Sciences. Then after 2 years served with UiTM, at that time our VC is the former VC, Professor Tan Sri Sahol. He implement a policy where young lecturer need to go for internship study. So I took that chance. I go for professional training at Agency Nuclear Malaysia for 2 years, where I think that create my journey in research with the meaningful networking. And then coming back from 2 years from the professional training agency Nuclear Malaysia, I served back with UiTM, and I decided to pursue my study in PhD, and I discussed with my supervisor in Agency Nuclear Malaysia if I can upgrade my internship program into a PhD program, and he agreed. Then I registered for PhD at UPM, and I apply for a scholarship. I did it part time. So while working 18 hour, teach 18 hour, 5 days, I have to complete my PhD study. Alhamdulillah, I got a support from the top management of UiTM Negeri Sembilan. They give me permission 3 days. I'm doing my teaching activities, and 2 days they grant me a permission to go for to conduct my PhD study in the Agency Nuclear Malaysia. So I complete my PhD study within 3 years. I got graduate on time, Alhamdulillah. And then during my PhD study, I've been offered to do my PhD attachment in Belgium. So this is from my supervisor networking. So this is the benefit of networking that I will share with you. And then I served back with a UiTM, and at 2019, I decided to go for a postdoctoral study. So I applied a scholarship from KPT, and I did postdoctoral study for 2 years. Okay, and then I did it at Agency Nuclear Malaysia and collaborate with UPM. And during my postdoctoral study also, with networking of my supervisor, I secure a grant, a fellowship sponsor to conduct my attachment at Murdoch University in Australia for 1 month. And then currently, I just finished my associateship schemes at Izmir Technology Institute Turkey. I applied for TAWAS UNESCO scholarship. They offer me 1 to 3 months research activities at Turkey. Okay, so this is a brief introduction of me. Okay, so back to our core business. Okay, so the role of networking, as we are the researchers. So you guys are the master students, the PhD students. Okay, being a researcher, we are not alone. Okay, we always heard that when you pursue your PhD, when you pursue your master, you have a long journey, but it is not necessary to work alone. Okay, as a PhD and master student, you have a committee supervisor that will support you. If you encounter any challenge, any limitation, you can seek for their advice or assistance. Okay, as for me as a researcher, I have my research team or my collaborator to help me with the research funding, with the equipment, okay, with the facilities, okay, or maybe I want to share my knowledge. Okay, so a successful researcher is always determined by the collaboration or the networking that they have. Okay, so what do I mean by networking or collaboration? Okay, it's not about you collect a research contact. When you go for conference, you collect the research card. Okay, it's about networking, is about you build a long-term and meaningful relationship, which both party will have a win-win situation, will have a benefit from the relationships. Okay, so I list a few importance of networking which impact me in my research journey. Okay, so first it boosts my visibility and reputation, and the networking also cultivate my partnership and cooperation. And the most important things is networking helps me to grant access to resources and possibilities, and it helps me to keep updated on the latest research and development. This is very important because as a researcher, you want to sustain, you want to survive in the research journey, so you have to keep update on the latest research and development. Okay, so how to boost our visibility and reputation. Okay, currently we have many academic social media. Okay, so the simple one is the Google Scholar. Of course, everyone have a Google Scholar. Okay, or you can use Scopus. When you want to publish a journal, or you have published a Scopus journal, you have the academic media social of the Scopus. And sometimes when you want to publish a paper, they want you to link your ORCID ID. Okay, and you can register for Web of Science, the Pablon, or sometimes you can use the Linkit. I don't know whether it pronounced correctly, Linkit or LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the examples of academic media social that you can use to make yourself visible. Okay, so this is very important because when you make yourself visible, others can follow you, others can email you. Sometimes I receive an emails from other researcher to make a collaboration, to discuss their research finding. Okay, or nowadays, of course, I think everyone have Facebook or the social media. We can also use our Facebook or social media in academic way. We can post our information of research. We can post our related works, the academic activities in Facebook. Okay, so how when you want to have the academic media social, you need to put sometimes they ask you to describe yourself. Okay, so what do you have to describe yourself? Okay, so the first most important thing is you have to develop a personal academic brand. Okay, so or you can being an expert in a niche area. Okay, for example, when you go for a conference, you want to approach a colleague or a collaborator, so you need to describe yourself. So as for me, I will approach, I will describe myself as I'm developing a mutant rice. Okay, so a mutant rice, I'm a rice breeder, I'm using a molecular approach. Okay, so this is how I describe myself. So how you know that this is suit with you? Okay, so this is based on your research journey. It starts from your undergraduate until your postgraduate study, and of course for me until my academic year. Okay, so I'll start my FYP with USM. Okay, my final year project is cloning of gene lipase from Antarctica bacteria. So my niche area is biotechnology. It's a general. Of course, for FYP we have a general field. Okay, I always ask my FYP students. Okay, when you choose your FYP project, you need to choose the most important topic that suit you, not because you choose the supervisor. Okay, because you are the person that going to further that niche area within your career. Okay, and then after that I further my master within the biotechnology area, but I narrow down into molecular biology. So I'm using same samples, which is the bacteria. Okay, and then after that I studied food science in Spain, but I add on multidisciplinary, which is food science, but I'm retain my molecular biology fields. Okay, and then my PhD study, I'm using different sample, which is agriculture samples, because in my bachelor and master, I'm using the bacteria. But I retain the molecular biology and I add on the genetic study. So this is how you multidisciplinary your area, but you retain your niche area. Okay. And then during my postdoctoral study, I add on a few multidisciplinary, which is the mutation breeding, but I retain the molecular biology. So this is how you can describe, you can develop your personal branding by finding your niche area. So starting from your FYP, your master, and then you further into your PhD, and then when you are a researcher or a lecturer, so you retain that area so that you can survive within your career. Okay, and then that one is how to develop your personal branding and how to make yourself visible. Okay, so when you have your academic branding, you have to make yourself visible, because if you are not visible, so anyone will not know you, and not and anyone will not collaborate with you. Okay, so how to make yourself visible? Like me, okay, my example, I involve myself with society. Okay, so I'm joined the Persatuan Genetik Malaysia because I'm a geneticist in agriculture. Okay, so I joined as early as I'm a student member. Nowadays there are many society that accept a student member, so you can join as a student member. I start join as a student member, and the registration fees also is very cheap. Okay, 20 ringgit. You start with the student member, you get involved with the society activity. The society organize many activity. There is a webinar, there is scientific activities, and sometimes they did organize a seminar, the conference, where they offer a special prize for students, and sometimes they offer a travel grant for students that you can apply. Okay, and then there is a workshop that you can attend to enhance your skills, and of course there is an awards, a fellowship or attachment that you can apply within society. So I start with a student member, then after I got a job, I upgrade myself into ordinary member, and then now they upgrade me into life member, and currently I'm the vice president of the Persatuan Genetik Malaysia, where I involved with the organizing the scientific activity for students to get involved with the society. And other than that, you can join many society as you want. Okay, but it's have to be related with your research area. So besides Persatuan Genetik Malaysia, I'm also joined the Persatuan Biology, Molecules and Biotechnology Malaysia as a ordinary member. Okay, so what are the benefit that I get when I join the society? I involved with the conference, I involved with the publication. As a student, the publication is very important for us. Okay, so it is also the compulsory for us to get graduated. Okay, and then I have the networking session with the international researcher and both local researcher, where we discuss, we share our findings. Okay, and then I also Persatuan Genetik Malaysia also have an interview with the Astro Awani, so they offer me to get interviewed, okay, in a one program which is the segment Bina Negara within the agriculture area. So this is the benefits that I got from the involvement with the society. Okay, so this is another aspect that I when I visible make myself visible. Okay, I've been recognized by the KPT, the Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi, and they offer me to become a liaison officer. So this is the other activity that I contribute to the country. So I become a liaison officer for APAC. Okay, so this is they want me to help to assist the Spanish language country. Okay, so this is the examples that I get when I have a networking with the societies and the other researchers. Okay, and then the second one, with the networking, I cultivate my partnership and collaboration. So how to cultivate the partnership and collaboration? By three aspects. So as a students or the researcher, you need to have the mentorship. Okay, we are not working alone, we have to have a mentorship so that they can help us. And like me, as a researcher, I have a research teams or research group that I can work together and have a support group. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, so this is my two mentor that helps me during my PhD study, from professionals training, PhD study, and until now, even they are pensioner. Okay, they're still helping me with my career development. Okay, so the first one is the Professor Dr. Muhammad Rafi Yusof from University Putra Malaysia. He's a professor, the academician. And then I have one mentor, Dr. Abdul Rahim Harun. from Agency Nuclear Malaysia. He's a former director of the Agency Nuclear Malaysia. He's a researcher. Okay, so both of them are very helpful in my research journey and my career. Okay, so what I get from the mentorships opportunities, okay, my mentor and I together we apply for research grant. Okay, so we apply various research grant. There are the list that research grant that we secure, the REX, the FRGS, the um, we have the internal, we have national, we have international industry grant, research grant. Okay, so together from the research grant, I've been 12 role as the principal investigator and 11 as a co-researcher together with my mentor. Okay, so total we have 5 million amount of research grant, and in 2024 actually I have an my ambition is to have a road to 1 million research grant, but I didn't achieve that. I just got 900,000 research grant as a principal investigator. So this is one of the benefit that I get from my mentorships. Okay, and then apart from that, my mentor and I also we publish a few high impact journals. Okay, and a national collaboration, we publish journals, we publish books for our grants KPI. Okay, so this is another opportunity that we can have when we have a mentor. Okay, and then this is another opportunities. Okay, during my PhD journey, okay, I have been offered to conduct a research PhD attachment at Belgium. So this is been offered from my networking with my supervisor from UPM. Okay, and this PhD attachment has been sponsored by UPM. Okay, so in each university they have a sponsorship program that student can apply. So in UiTM also we have the Dana Mobility. So student can go for attachment. Okay, you just have to fill in the requirement, the document, and then you have to send it to the Department of I think Antarabangsa, and then you can go for attachment. Okay, so it's good to have an attachment. Okay, so that you can learn from the experts, and it will improve or enhance your CV. Okay, and then another mentorship opportunities that I have. um, Agency Nuclear Malaysia work closely with the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Australia. So they always receive a grant, a scholarship, a fellowship they offer for human development capital. Okay, so I've been offered by my supervisor as a networking with him, the Agency Nuclear Malaysia. So every year they offer five quota for fellowships. Okay, so IEA will offer fellowship to go and conduct a research in Seversdorf laboratory in Vienna. Okay, so with this networking, I secure a travel grant award. I am the Malaysian representative at the FAOA IEA International Plant Breeding Mutation in Vienna, Australia. Okay, so the IEA sponsor us, five of us. Four from them are the Agency Nuclear Malaysia staff. I'm the only one UiTM lecturer that have this opportunity. So we go there for 5 days of conference, and the IEA sponsor everything, almost everything. So we just go and attend a conference. So they offer us the flight tickets and also the allowance. Okay, and then this is another one opportunity that offer by my mentor in Agency Nuclear Malaysia. Okay, during my postdoctoral study. Okay, the IEA offer a fellowship program, 1 to 3 months in Western in Murdoch University, Western Australia, and my supervisor nominate my name, okay, as a recipient for the IEA fellowship at Murdoch University, Australia. So I went there and conduct a 1 month research. Okay, so these are the benefit that I got from the networking and the collaboration with my mentorships. Okay, and then the IEA, of course, they handle various workshops. Okay, so my supervisor nominated my name as a Malaysian representative for a few workshops. So this is one of them, the that relate with my field. Okay, and of course, apart from fellowships, the workshops, okay, this is another mentorships opportunities. We receive an award, okay, from the international organization that recognize our research project. Okay, so we receive an outstanding achievement award in plant mutation breeding by IEA, and also we receive the 2020 excellent research team in breeding by FNCA from Japan. So these are the opportunities that I get from my collaboration with Agency Nuclear Malaysia. Okay, and of course my mentor did help me to enhance in my career development from professional training internship 2 years in Agency Nuclear Malaysia. I conduct my PhD and then my postdoctoral study, and then they recommend that they involve in my promotion, okay, as an associate professor. So the mentor is very important in creating, in helping, in assessing your research journey and also your career development. Okay, and then like I say before, my mentor has already pensioned as a pensioner. Okay, but they still develop, they still continue mentor me. Okay, so one of my supervisor, they have been appointed as a consultant in industry, so they try to get me involved with the industry, the community, and the international linkage. Okay, so this one is my supervisor. Okay, he's the consultant at Pertama Padi Malaysia Sdn Berhad. Okay, where he um, offered discussion with me and Pertama Padi to apply for research grant, the industry research grant, and Alhamdulillah we secured 200k research grant to commercialize UiTM rice. Okay, and then the Pertama Padi also offer UiTM industry labs for me to conduct a research in their company, and a rice plot for my students and I to conduct a research to commercialize our UiTM rice. And this one is the CEO of the Tavikun Manufacturing is a company, a fertilizer company in Malaysia, and very established company in overseas. Okay, so my supervisor conduct a discussion with me and the Tavicum company regarding my nanoparticle research. Okay, and the Tavicum are very excited and very interested with my research, and they want to commercialize our nano fertilizer. And currently we are working with a research grant to conduct that research. Okay, and then of course my supervisor also helped me with government, state's government. Okay, so I have an opportunity to meet the Esko Pertanian Kedah. Okay, so they offer me to conduct a research in Kedah, and if the project is successful, the UiTM rice will become the Kedah rice. Okay, and then we also have a special project, the Negeri Sembilan, Menteri Besar Negeri Sembilan special project, and they offer us rice plot to conduct a research. Okay, so if it successful, they will acknowledge our UiTM rice as a Negeri Sembilan rice. So these are happen because of the collaboration and the networking from my mentor. Okay, and then of course besides mentor, okay, I've also a research group, okay, which I develop with my colleague in UiTM Negeri Sembilan. So we have a biomed group. Okay, it's a registered special interest group. So we are the biology, environmental and molecular biology researcher, where we work together. We organize a scientific activities, conference, we secure research grant together, and we make a publication together, okay, to help each other in our research journey. Okay, so these are the activities that we conduct to in our SIG. So we have a webinar, and sometimes we conduct a research workshop to students. Okay, we have an international webinar. Okay, so we also organize the conference, okay, to help our students to share their research findings. Okay, and from my research group, okay, we together secure a few research grant. Okay, so we have a FRGS research grant. We secure the various internal research grant. Okay, so a research team is very important, which we help each other in our research journey. Okay, so this is another one of a research group that I have, which is the Unit Bank Culture. It's a collection center, okay, and it's a trusted provider of microbes. Okay, so in UiTM Negeri Sembilan, we have diploma in microbiology. So we are the anchor for microbiology program. So we establish a unit bank culture so that we have a collection of bacteria or the fungus, so that we can have quality culture to have to work with in our research activity. So we handle a few microbiology workshop. We sell the microbe culture, and this picture is when we enter a competition, the operational excellent competition, and we are the winner for that OE. Okay, so this is we also did benchmarking activity and the collaboration activity. So as a newbies, okay, in Unit Culture Bank, we do a benchmarking activity at UKM, the Mardi, okay, the USM, okay, and we also uh, have a MOU with the Sunny Camp Resources Sendiri Berhad, so that we can have an activity with the Sunny Camp, the industry, to help to sustain our research group. Okay, so these are the microbiology workshop that we conduct. Okay, so sometimes we charge the workshops, okay, so that we can sustain our research team. Okay, so from the networking also, we make some international collaboration. We do MOU, we do MOA, we did LOI. Okay, so this is one of our MOU with University Taksin Thailand. Okay, so we collaborate with Taksin University, where we conduct a research, and we invite one of the um, lecturer as a invited speaker in our conference. Okay, and then we also have the MOU with University Andalas, Indonesia. We collaborate with the Universitas Andalas. So we organize the international symposium. So we went Andalas and discuss about our research activity. And the Andalas University also come to UiTM and help us in our forest, okay, reserve forest in UiTM Negeri Sembilan, and with the herbarium activities. Okay, so from this collaboration, okay, I get a benefit from the collaboration with the MOU. So they invite me as an invited speaker at one of their conference, and also they give me the opportunity to become their external examiner for PhD thesis. And then we have also the MOA with the Payakumbuh Polytechnic Indonesia. So one of the lecturer in Unan is a husband for lecturer in Payakumbuh Polytechnic Negeri Sembilan. So when Payakumbuh Polytechnic Indonesia. So when we went Unan, Okay, the husband tell about us. And the wife contact me to make a collaboration. So they come to University Technology Mara, and we make a collaboration. And this collaboration has benefited me in our joint publication. Okay, and then from this international collaboration, me and my team also, we have been invited for training, the culture, microbiology culture training at KRIP, Korea, to make a collaboration in microbiology area. So this is the KRIP is the established culture center in the world. And our visit, we have they sponsor our visit. Okay, so they give us the accommodation. Okay, and then they give us they give us the um, training for free. Okay, so this happened through the collaboration and the networking that we made with the KRIP Korea. Okay, and then apart from that, we also have the LOI with the Thailand University. Okay, so this is a few collaboration that I made with Thailand University. So we have from Rajamangala Technology, Thailand, and we have the Chiang Mai collaboration. Okay, so the third one, okay, networking also grant access to resources and facilities. Okay, so this is the most important things. Okay, so the networking didn't benefit me, but it also benefit my students. Okay, so these are the examples of my students attachments, student facilities, and students award. Okay, so from my collaboration and networking with Unan, okay, so we have outbound program where my students, my final year project students, okay, they got the opportunity to have an internship, 3 months internship with sponsor from UiTM, like I mentioned before, the mobility program. Okay, so that when they conduct a research, 3 months research, so they learn a lot from the Unan University. And then apart from that, we also have the inbound activity, which is Unan send one student. So that one is the Sherina, my internship student from Unan. Okay, she came here for 4 months internship program, and under my supervision. And currently, Sherina further intend to further her master's study. Okay, and then inshallah in April, Unan offer an opportunity for my master student Amira and Hazika to go for to have their internship study for 2 weeks to conduct their research in sequencing area. Okay, so this benefit not only me but also my students from the collaboration and the networking session. And this is another examples. Okay, so my student Siti Amira Adila, okay, from my collaboration with Agency Nuclear Malaysia, like I said before, IAEA, they offer scholarship, they offer fellowships program. Okay, my students apply for the Mary, quite difficult to pronounce, this Sklodowska Curie Fellowship. Okay, so the Agency Nuclear Malaysia supported the application, my students' application, and Alhamdulillah, Amira received the award, the scholarship for her master's study. Okay, so fully funded master program for 4 years, master program. Okay, and the best thing is she got an opportunity to have 1 year internship fully sponsored by IEA at Sabesdorf Laboratory, Vienna, Australia. So this is really benefit my students with my collaboration and networking. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so of course, like I said, it's not only benefit me, the networking and the collaboration, but it also benefit my students. Okay, my student have an opportunity to use the facilities and to meet the expertise, the research officer from my collaboration. Okay, so my campuses, we are the branch campus, so we have a limitation in terms of equipment, but I'm sure that in faculty of medicine, so here you have a high-tech equipment, so it's not quite challenging for you guys. So for my student and me, so we have a limitation, a little bit barrier challenging with our equipment. So in UiTM branch campus, we are the teaching university, so we have to wait for our students, the diploma and degree student finish their lecture, then my student can use that equipment. So it is quite challenging for my student. And what I did it, I appoint a co-supervisor from industry for my students. Okay, so when I appoint a co-supervisor from the industry for my students, they can use the facilities at the industry. So they can use the greenhouse from the agency nuclear Malaysia, and the middle one, the picture, my students can use the greenhouse in University Putra Malaysia. So the red one is my final year project students, so they also allow my final year students to use the facilities. And we have a collaboration with FRIM, and my student can use the FRIM facilities and get guidance or the assistance from the expert. Okay, and a picture below, my student have the opportunity to work with Mardi. Okay, so they she conducts a research, her master research in Mardi and MGVI. Okay, so here uh, there here, okay, so this is an activity, the conference that organized by Persatuan Genetik Malaysia. I bring all my students, okay, to become the scientific committee, helps me, okay, so that they can have the opportunity, okay, to involve with the society, with the scientific activity, and they get a chance to meet the experts, the keynote speaker related with their research area. Okay, and one of the most important things is after my students, a few of my students, after they finish their master or their PhD, they have been offered as the research officer in this industry. A few of my students have been offered as a research officer at Agency Nuclear Malaysia, at Mardi, at FRIM. Okay, and then networking or the collaboration also helps me keep updates with latest research and the trends. Okay, so how you keep yourself updates by conference, by innovations competition or workshop or the attachment. Okay, so there is a several conferences that I attend. I involve internationally or national. Okay, so sometimes I bring my students to the conferences. Okay, so this is one of my student. I think this is the Mohaimin's brother. Okay, Alif. Okay, currently he's conducting her PhD. Okay, so Alif joined this conference as a presenter for free. This one is the IEA conference. Okay, so IEA will organize a free conferences, and Alif got the best presenter for these conferences. Okay, so when you go for conferences, always make sure that you bring your card. Okay, sometimes we forget about that. Okay, so in conferences, you will meet the keynote speaker, the researcher within your niche area. So it is very important you bring your card. Okay, so that you can approach the keynote speaker and introduce yourself. Okay, who knows that when you approach them, you can make a collaboration in further. Okay, or nowadays, I mean the Gen Z, Gen Alpha, or they didn't bring their card, and sometimes they can make a QR code. Okay, so please, you can use your QR code, and then the QR code will pop up your CV, so that the future collaborator will know what you working with. Okay, so these are the purpose of the conferences. Okay, and sometimes I involved with the innovation competition. Okay, so I always encourage, so the word is encourage, not paksa rela students. Okay, so I always use the encourage. Okay, so I always encourage my students to join competitions, innovation competitions. Okay, and sometimes I encourage them to apply for research grant. Okay, you as a student, okay, you also can apply for research grant. There are so many research grant that students can apply, and sometimes there are a few awards or fellowship program that students can apply. Okay, so you just have to go. You have to search in at IPSIS websites or the RMC websites. Okay, so you can find a list of a list of innovation competition or the award. Okay, before I forget, for conferences, okay, I'm sure you know that UiTM also sponsors students to go for conferences. Okay, so IPSIS offer a sponsor for students to go for conferences with a publication. Okay, so use that opportunity to go for the conferences and share your research findings. Okay, so this is my students. Okay, Rashida. Okay, she applied for a research grant, which is the MTSF, and received a research grant. So it's really helped her with her research study. Okay, and then this is Afika. Okay, she also received a research grant from MTSF Tori. Okay, and helps her with her research study. And then this is another one, my students, the Amira. Okay, the one that received the fellowship from the IEA. She also secured a research grant from the MTSF Tori. Okay, and then this is me together with my teams. We join an innovation competition where we want to promote our research that we conduct and make it as a product. Okay, so lastly, you have to keep update yourself. Okay, on how you can go for fellowships or the workshop or attachment. Okay, so I always apply for fellowship or the attachment. Okay, so recently I secure a Tawas UNESCO fellowship that offered by Tawas UNESCO. Okay, so they grant me 1 to 3 months research attachment. So I did in um, Izmir, which is 5 hours from Istanbul. So I just currently coming back from the Izmir. Okay, so this is my supervisor. Okay, we are working on the sequencing analysis um, uh, on rice crops. Okay, so this is her husband. Okay, so I'm working with Prof N with sequencing analysis, but her husband is interested to make a further collaboration with me with another crop. So from one collaboration, I add on another collaboration. So inshallah, so hopefully it will success. Okay. And then currently, my team and I, we are um, conduct a national project. Okay, so where my team and I, we secure a research grant, 4.9 million from MOSTI. Okay, 4.9 juta is a lot of money. Okay, but our leader is Agency Nuclear Malaysia because it's a MOSTI grant. Okay, and as a collaborator from UiTM, we make an MOA, and Agency Nuclear Malaysia grant us 700,000 research grant, and this project is to commercialize the UiTM rice as to increase our national production. Okay, so currently this is a 3 years project. It's a really tough project. We have to conduct a research. We uh, grown rice in 12 locations, including Sabah, Sarawak. Okay, so our project is a national project. We have been invited by Ministry of Sarawak. We also met the Abang Jo to promote our research, to explain our research. Okay, so our research also has been promoted to King and the Prime Minister, and it has been considered as the Madani project. Okay, so this is currently what I'm doing, and this is what my student, a few of my students currently conduct. Okay, so I think that's all. I'm sharing with you the role of networking. I guess that helps me in my research journey. And Alhamdulillah, it's also the networking and the collaboration that I obtained from my mentor, my research collaborator, that helps me in my career development. So I would like to thank my research team, my postgraduate students, and my collaborator that shapes and give colors to my research journey. So this is my students. Okay, we are working uh, in rice fields, and during raining season also my student conduct her research. Okay, so this is my research team. Okay, so thank you. Hope that all of you will get tips or gain some things from my sharing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for that insightful presentation. Okay, for this online platform, is there any questions or in the meeting room? Any questions? Oh, oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Actually, I'm blessed that I have support from my family, of course, and then I have strong research teams and also my students. They helps me a lot. Okay, so I manage times. Okay, I have a few collaboration where I divide my jobs to my collaborators, my students, and keep them to update me every week. Okay, and then sometimes, of course, as a working mom. Okay, so as you can see from my picture. When I meet with Exco Pertanian Kedah, I'm also bring my children. Okay, so when I go for conferences, I always bring my family so that we can have an academic session and also a quality time with my family. So that's how I'm doing. And Alhamdulillah, when I go for conference, I bring my students and sometimes I bring my family. The organizer is okay with that. So they really understand the working mom scenario. Okay, so the key word is you have to manage your time. Yeah.
Okay, there's a questions in the chat box. Okay, firstly, can you share the strategy on how do you get funded research attachment or fellowship at overseas? Second one is, can you give example of research grant which student can apply?
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Choi. Um,
this strategy on how to get funded research attachment or fellowship. Okay, I think UiTM, the Research Management Center, they always email the fellowship program, and sometimes the Department of Antarabangsa, they always email the fellowship program. And I get the information from the emails, and sometimes I did search on a few websites, and of course I got the information sometimes from my collaborator. Okay. Can you give examples of research grant which student can apply? There is a few. My students receive a research grant from MTSF Tori. Normally, the MTSF Tori, they have allocation for students research, uh, and you can get the information from the RMC websites. That's the choice.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the answers. Okay, is there any more questions from online? So, I guess we will conclude for our online session for today. Okay. Don't forget to check your chat box for attendance link. Okay. So that is all of our online session. So the attendance link will be open for 50 minutes. So don't forget to click. Okay. So